Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. Has General Hospital Lois been a waste since her return? You know, there's often this joke or statement. Okay, so that sounds working good. There's always been this constant comment with General Hospital about the bloated cast. A lot of reviews have talked about it. It's not exactly a secret. Back in the day, when they sit there and show a character, they came in with gusto and fire and things of that nature. And now we don't get that. We don't get half of that. I can't think of one thing that Lois has done since her return to be like, wow, this is who Lois is. She's so cool. She's so awesome. She's so nice. People wanted her back as a fanfare. And that's what you got. And that's fine. But I would have liked a little bit more. Let's do a little roll call, get this live stream charted, started, and I'm gonna go the other way. Nathaniel, the one and only, the great Nathaniel's in chat. What's good? Let's everyone say what's up, Nathaniel. Freddie, how you doing tonight? Jonathan, how you doing tonight? Melly Mel, my horror queen, how you doing tonight? LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Black Mars in the chat. How you doing tonight? And Janetta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. What's good, everyone? What is good? Hope everyone had a great day. Jackie P's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Monique is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Did I even? Oh, there we go. Okay, I did. Laura B's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Darby's in the chat. How you doing tonight? LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? You know me. I cook everyone all the same, and this is going to be no different. This is going to be your usual, typical roasting session, as you want to sit there and call it. But I gotta sit there and say, um, I did, I did actually. Yeah, I was gonna ask that too, Darby. I did sit there and ask that question. Well, not the question, but I thought Nathaniel did. Cherry ice cream's in the chat. What's good? Cherry ice cream is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I'm glad to hear that, Black Mon. I thought Nathaniel actually did a great performance today. It was kind of, it's in so much of a weird way. It was actually kind of sad to sit there and see his character go. I'm not gonna lie, and I'll sit there and say this. It's actually really cool to sit there watching this character because it's like I know him, you know? So it makes it even cooler to sit there and watch every time he's on screen or whatever. Also, he's a good actor, so I don't have to sit there and lie. So that helps. Um, yeah, he did a really good last performance. So shout out to him. Johnson says I heard Lois won't be on the show for long. Yeah, I'm not surprised. People sit there and say they like her. Dewine's in the chat was good. Oh, you watching me on the TV? Oh wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you for watching me in general. That's awesome. I always watch a lot of the people, content creators that I watch. I always watch them on TV as well. Mel says I knew that cold. But yeah, you did sit there and say that. Mel, you did. Shout out to you. Debbie said that was an epic part in Nathaniel low life coming out in the hospital bed. Okay, I can see where you sit there and say that. Um, but like I said, it's something really cool. I mean, hell, even if I didn't actually know him and I just watched his character, um, I'll still sit there and say that his character is. I wish they could have done more with his character. I'll say that much. but it does show his talents because I feel like a character like that could have easily not been on there for much longer, and that says something. But then it says, "Thanks, man. I'm glad that the last scene was shown. I tried to go out as an ass. Oh, you definitely did. My dude was like, help, police brutality, help. I'm like, yep, that's exactly what Dante wants to then deal with. Freddie said Drew should have asked Scout what she wanted. I don't, yeah, but also Freddie, he should have talked to Sam before that. What's good, CW? What's good, Solomon? What's good, Gloria? Thank you for joining. I think I said I thought about playing it like that, but me and Dante made it what it became. Yeah, no, it was a good scene. You know, mm, I'll re-ask you this when I talk to you. I don't want to ask you it now. Johnson says I want to launch a petition to make Camelot Day a real holiday, but I feel that it would only work if I had a big platform. Hmm. Well, it depends how many people you can get. Freddie says Albert Drew is dumb. Oh, okay. I don't. Okay. Nathaniel says if they bring me back, they will sure give me a storyline and point of view. I'm sure. Hopefully they would. Hopefully they would. Like I said, I wish the characters looked more. They could have done more with him as far as storyline and given him more of an interesting backstory. Freddie says he couldn't read the room that Scott wasn't feeling it. I mean, he's a kid. She's a kid to be fair, you know. And then it says playing is sad with Austin being dad, but it didn't feel right. We made that up on the spot. Hmm. That didn't feel right. Monique said I wish Sam would have told Drew, so now you're concerned about your daughter's future when you went to prison to protect her. That's very true. That's very true. I mean, here's the thing. I will give Drew a certain pass. Okay. Scout did sit there and say, hey dad, is that what you want me to do? And he said yes. Was good, Lobby? Was good, Alicia? And she said yes. But I do feel like he should have sat there. Drew should have came to. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of saying, Freddie. Johnson says, "How did you feel? How do you think Stephanie will feel when she learns?" She'll probably leave him at that point. But here's the thing that's so dumb, Jonathan. She'll leave him for that reason, right? But she won't leave him for the fact that he won't commit. He won't commit to her. She'll stay around for that. And then it says, I got a jet, but want to say hello. I'm preparing for an audition for another show. Cross your fingers for me. You will get that show. There's no luck that's needed. Your talent, your talent will just shine through. So you don't need luck. You have your talent. So that's more than enough. But you have a great night, though. And thank you for coming through and saying what's up. Alicia said you was boring. Leave him alone. I'm just. I think he should have talked to Sam. I think he should have talked to Sam. But yeah, no, and that's the thing that's just so ass backward, Jonathan. It's like you won't leave him. You won't leave him because he won't marry you, but you'll leave him because he's making these decisions behind your back. That's what you're offended by? Um Arm Armixon? Arm Arm Or Mink Sky? Is that how you pronounce your name? How you doing tonight? CW says I thought he should discuss it with Sam, seeing as she is primary custody. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah, I agree with that. Freddie says Albert Scout only says yes to make Drew happy, but she openly up to Sam. She really doesn't want. Yeah, but that's the thing, though, Freddie. Again, I think he was so enthusiastic about. I think that he was so enthusiastic about um, getting her into private school, making a good future for her. That it's easy to sit there and kind of overlook that, you know. So I'm not gonna condemn Drew too much. I you know no, Jonathan. At this point, I think that Maggie's just gonna sit there and just chalk it up to, she's been gullible so far, and apparently one too many lies isn't enough for her. That's the part that just bothers me. Jonathan. It's like one too many lies. He's been lying for day one. And after a while, it's like, I get that you're grieving, but come on, bro. Police said he did talk to Sam, but Scout was present. That part was wrong. Mm, he talked to Sam, but here's the thing: he should have had a prior talk to Sam before they all hung out together, because he didn't really talk to Sam as much as sprung it on her. I know, Mel. I know, Mel. You always sit there and watch the next day's episode, which is really cool. Yeah, no, I kind of figured that, Mel. You always watch the day it has episode. Uh, Someone said, did Jordan and Claire get caught today on? Yes, yes, they finally did. They did get caught, Solomon. Well, Jordan didn't get caught. Claire did. Jordan escaped. And thank you, Lord. But yes, don't forget to hit the like button. We got 30 people in the chat. I have no idea how many likes we have so far. And what's good, CW? I have no idea how many likes so far, but it really does help and it does keep me in the algorithm. Freddie says Drew basically doesn't even know his own daughter. Yeah, I mean, to some extent, that is kind of on him. Um, so I'll give you that. What's good, Ron? What's good, Ronnie? Ron? R. Markin says Albert. Actually, no, that's not the correct way to say it. Just say my username, but that's fine. But also, oh yeah, I remember you before. Yes, I remember you before. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm bad with names. Yep, Duane, I'm still Team Eric. Exactly, Alicia. His heart was in the right place. I agree with that, Alicia. His heart was in the right place. But I'm sorry you actually are still dealing with that, though. Yep, Duane, I'm still Team Eric. But like the person said before, save up your money. What's good, Denise? Thank you for joining. Save up your money and find a way to move out because you're not going to have peace in your house. If you don't have peace in the place that you're sleeping in, then it's time for you to sit there and do something different. But I am sorry that you got to deal with that. Was eavesdrop? Xander was eavesdropping. Yes, you did. I do remember you actually saying that. Yes, I will. I will give you credit for that now. Um, Lisa AB is really bad with. Yeah, I am. I'm very bad with names. Um, but I will eventually get this person's name if they keep coming to the chat. Duane said they actually gave Donna some lines. I mean, they usually give Donna some lines. They do. And what's good, Queen of the South? Thank you for joining. I hope you had a great day. It's great to see you. Monique says if Bo puts us through this extra line, he doesn't kick the bucket. One pissed off fan. Yes. Monique, and I said the same. I'm pretty sure I might have said this. But if they find some sort of miracle cure for Eric at this point, yes. This it'll, it'll be an insult. This was what I was going to sit there and say in my review. Donna You married somebody that was like 3 times as old as you. Okay, so most likely he was going to sit there and kick the bucket before you. You had to know that at some point. Armens Armensky? Is that how you pronounce the name? Armensky? Johnson says I'm really tired of seeing content be removed off of HBO Max. Is that HBO Max? Is Jonathan, you mean HBO Max or well, I'll tell you the truth. Um, Jonathan, I just got HBO Max back. The commercial BS that I'm gonna have to switch. So you're gonna have to catch me up on that. Yep, the one those damn Logans. Let me try again. Those damn Logans. That's a lot better. Elisa says, good pronunciation. Thank you. Arminsky says, Albert, I'm not telling you what to do or what to say. You don't have to do whatever you don't want to, but it'll be great if you read my full comments out loud without skipping anything. Here's the thing, Arminsky. I have 30 something people in this chat. Okay. I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to always be able to get every comment that you, I'm not going to always sit there and get every single comment. So if I do miss your comment, it's not on purpose. And I need you to understand that. It's not like an insult or anything like that, but we have 30 something people in the chat. Ron says, can't believe that Stephanie fell for chat. BS. Yeah, I'm like, I get that Armarsky is new to the chat, but like you have to understand I'm not gonna sit there and be able to read every single comment. So you gotta understand that or I don't know. Oh, okay, I got you. Now I got you. Now I got you, John. That was like, okay, now I get the joke. Yeah, I know. I saw the scene. Darby says I'm not Team Eric anymore because he let his little win go to his head and clouded up his judgment over how he treats his family with his selfishness. Well, I find it funny, but I do admit that he's being stubborn and the selfishness, but not telling his family is causing a rift in his family. I will admit that. Freddie says I did like when they showed the outside of Sonny's getting in his car. Yeah, Freddie, whenever they do that, whenever they have those outside scenes, they're very interesting. It caught me by surprise though. When he says Nicole knows that is her child, a mother knows when Sloan yeah. Yeah, they're I don't think they're gonna sit there and keep that story going for too long, which is really great. They're very good as far as starting a story and stopping it. So yes. Police said, why did Austin go to Pawtucket? I think that's a clue. Well, I mean, of course, Ron. He didn't trust Constantine from day one. I felt that conversation. I felt that conversation between Steve, Sarah, and Kayla was so exhausting. I get the definition of playing devil's advocate, but after a while, it was just kind of annoying. Big Nate was good. Freddie said, "Yeah, I definitely love those shots, especially outside of GH Ernie." Freddie. Sure used to sit there and I guess had a camera angle like that. They used to sit there. All my children. I remember they used to sit there and actually have a lot of scenes like that. General Hospital did that at one point too. This was early back in the maybe year 2000. Barbie says, I think Austin was getting proof of Cyrus. Alicia, I was also surprised with the outside Sunny saying that. Yeah, it was. It threw me. It threw me for. It threw me for. It threw me for a loop. Quite quick says I saw days and what blank was Kayla on hold. Exactly, Spider Quake. Exactly. It was annoying. I understand the whole trying to believe the best in a person, but after a while, it's like Jesus Christ, come on, seriously, this guy's a senior citizen. None of this makes sense. Bobby says it's just a guess based on the convo with Dante. Yeah, no, I think so too. I think, wow, you really put all the names there. Nate says to answer your question, I think her return so far has been kind of wasted. We don't know what Chris and Dan have planned when they return from the strike. Yes, actually, I did. Actually, I like that too, Denise. We're gonna talk about that in a hot minute. Why is this? Johnson says after all these years that Melania tried to prosecute the Demaras, I bet EJ will. Oh yes, yes. That's very true, Jonathan. And yes, thank you for mentioning that, Denise. The conversation with Felicia and Maxie was really good, right? Maxie became in a situation unfortunate where she is a single mom, right? Two of the men that she was with died. And that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's very difficult financially on Maxie. Now, she does have Spinelli, and maybe Spinelli could sit there and kind of step up a little bit, but it's unfortunate that Felicia has to sit there, take money out of their retirement fund to sit there and help her. But that's, you know, and if you saw my comment that I said about Maxie and how she used to dress like a fashionista, and now it's like maybe that's why. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Audra at this point. I really don't. She wants to be with Kyle. She still wants to be with Nate. She stopped. At one point she really wanted to be with Nate. Then she stopped being with Nate. Then she got over that idea when Nate started to be more with Victoria, and now like I don't know what they're doing with Audra, and it's unfortunate because they can easily give her a really good story, some interesting background, and really get her going. But I guess because maybe she has a porn star body, they're not going to do that. And there it goes. And if I get a yellow dot, that's probably why. Denise says Sunny and Ava conversation was cracking me up. Sunny's like, if you did it, if you confess, it was to an extent. It was to an extent. After a while, I felt like that conversation did kind of drag on a little bit too long. Alicia says best thing I can say about Lois is that I love her outfit. She has a yeah. See, that's the thing. I felt like her character has been wasted. Like people sit there and say they love her, right? I know somebody asked Lashanta, "What do you love about Lois' character?" And regardless of what her answer is, they haven't actually done any. Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Mel, for the spoiler. Um, Right quick says it's three people, not two. Austin died. Remember, Lisa, I think Sonny is convinced Ava didn't do it. It seemed like he was convinced that she did do it. Like I said, it just dragged on a little bit too long. Someone says, thank God the Newman family hostage thing has interrupted Tucker, boring ass. I don't have the strength to deal with him and his side chick Audra. Hmm, we want to talk about that. Spikequake says Nate, Peter, Austin, all that, and they die. And they. Oh no, Spikequake. I'm talking about Maxi's financial situation and the fact that she has three children, and two of the men that fathered a child, that had a child with her died. That's what I meant, Spikequake. Um, Monique says I was on live space on Twitter and they were saying with all the time Sunny and Anna has been spending together, something's gonna happen between the shades. Oh, Twitter space. Oh, Twitter space. Twitter space. Twitter space. AE. Hey, I've been not has a broken night. I can't handle Lois' fake accent. Uh, AE, trust me, that's the least of Lois's problems. And yeah, Duane, it actually has been a waste. Yeah, no, Spike Quick. I meant more like as far as fathering children, whatever. And let's say what's up to AE. Thank you for joining tonight. Freddie said losing a child's not easy at all. TJ had every right to be pissed at Molly, is hurrying to find another. Yes. And thank you, Freddie. That's another problem. That's another problem. By the way, again, if I do miss your comment, don't take it personal. Um, because I kind of want to sit there and take a couple of comments at a time and talk about it. So you know who you are. Jesse Jess is in the chat. Why did Alex punch Xander? That was uncalled for. Yes, I agree. Um, Molly's definitely being defined like there's no tomorrow. Okay, definitely being defined like there's no tomorrow. Well, I don't think that she. You said that she shouldn't have quit bowling. They didn't have anything for her. That was the problem. They didn't actually have anything for her. They said that why don't you just wait and chill? But while she's waiting and chilling, she's not making any money. See, that's the thing. If you're not working, you're not making money. If you're not making money, then like that's not good. So they said they didn't have anything for her. That's why she quit. You know. But yes, she is definitely being defined like there's no tomorrow. And I don't understand. I don't understand why she is purposely um, going against TJ's wishes. Have a good night, Monique. Thank you for joining. Darby says, I'm surprised that none of the men Maxie had children with have a talk with her about finances or insurance in case he dies. I don't think they usually have those type of conversations, though. AE says Renee doesn't need the money. It doesn't she, though? No, I'm asking. No, I get that. I do. I get no. I get that you're in a bad situation, but there's a way. There's a way out of it, though. Have a good night, Monique. There's a way out of it, though. It's just gonna take you some time, or Amarski. I'm sorry that you're dealing with people like that, though. Freddie says Nina digging herself in an early grave. Sure. Renee, Renee Ree, Renee Ree. Oh, Renee Nina. Oh, Rena. Thank you, Rena Sofer. Thank you, Jonathan. Rena Sofer. But yeah, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you. I keep, yeah. I'm asking Albert, what specifically are you referring to? The situation that you're in, that you're dealing with people like you were talking about like a landlord like that and like a tenant and stuff. That's the situation I'm referring to. What Albert, what specifically are you referring to? I'm referring to that part. I'm just saying there's a way out of this situation. Amy said Jake was partly preempted today due to news. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Freddie says all Nina has to do is tell the truth and make yeah. That's exactly what I said, Freddie. I was like, yo, listen, throw yourself at the mercy of the court, so to speak. One to get exposed by Xander. Well, eventually, Mel. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna like that too when eventually it does happen. Elise said Nina will be fine if Sonny dumps her. Alyssa's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Just said why they keep showing Finn. Who cares about him? Damn. They actually are giving. To be fair, Jesse, at least they're actually giving him something to do. At least they're actually giving him something to do. So, Kyrie's the one and only. How you doing, my friend? Lobby says not for me. Maybe it's a New York thing. Well, I know some. mm, It's possible, Jonathan. I think they probably will do something like that. You know. Um. I'll be honest, Jonathan. I don't know one person that's actually liking the switch on Teresa. So I think it'll be a lot easier to sit there and just write her off. Oh Jesus Christ. Mars case says Albert, that Pacific emoji was sent by accident, but why are you not reading my comments out loud? It's frustrating and offensive. I feel discriminated because you're reading other comments out loud. What did I just say, Marsky? Because here's the thing that's going to want to happen next. I'm just going to want to block you. So if you're going to act like that, that's where it's going to get to. So that's what we're not going to be doing. Exactly. Just I'm like, are you kidding me? Running him out. I mean, at least that's but like I said, at least they're giving him something interesting to do. Yeah, I don't know what this person's problem is. And that ends that. And that ends that. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not. Soon as you start talking crazy like that, yeah, that's a wrap. No, I don't think he's going any. Yeah, that was definitely weird. No, they're not writing. They're not writing him out. Once I told that person that I can't sit there and be reading reading every single comment, and he kept sitting there doing it, I was like, I'm done. I'm not dealing with that. I was just gonna sit there and time them out, but I knew that they were just gonna sit there and keep doing that. So anyway, AE says Cheat is reviewing budgets. Johnson says especially because of the Gregory story. are you talking about? Ron says, Harry says, good job on picking up on my no nonsense approach. Yeah, here's the thing, Kyrie. I actually did sit there and try to give that person a chance, though. I'm like, I can't sit there and read every comment. But then once they start to talk about, I feel discriminated. Okay, yeah, this was like, I don't know what your problem is, but you can sit there and go to somebody else's chat and do that crap, but you're not going to sit there and tell, you need to read every single. No, I don't. You need to sit there and kiss my ass if you're going to be acting like that. CW says, was that person related to Jordan and Eve Howard? Is exactly. W says you show great restraint. I was trying to be nice to this person, but I'm like, you're not going to exactly, Lois. I was like, yo, you was acting, I feel discriminated against. Okay. See, I haven't had to sit there and block somebody in a very long time. So, yeah. Freddie says, Albert, you may not read every comment of mine, but I don't take it personally, so it's all good. But clearly that person was very impatient. Yeah, they came in, oh, Jonathan. Um, they came in last Saturday when me and James was talking. Oh, by the way, shout out to James, JLJ Media. Who say he can take his discrimination complaint to the, yeah. I felt like it was, I'm not gonna lie, Alicia, I don't know why, but I felt like it was a she. And I could be wrong. I felt like it was a woman. Anyway, during my collab, Darby says you can't read everyone's comment. That's not true, Darby. Um, but they came in my collab with me and James. They came in my class, me and James, and then they started typing everything out in bold and all caps. Yep, Jonathan. Apparently, I was discriminating her because here's the thing, Jonathan. Because I didn't sit there and read every single comment. Exactly, Duane. Which is fine. It's like I don't mind reading comments, but I can't sit there and read every single comment. There's 40 people in the chat. I'm going to miss comments, and I said that to her once, which I shouldn't even actually had to do, but thank you, Freddie. Thank you. Thank you. No, I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, it's all good, Jonathan. It comes with the territory. It really does. I enjoy what I do. Alyssa, I can't stand caps. Yeah, it would. Because here's the thing, Alyssa. It comes across like you're yelling, right? Darby says, "How can we discriminate anyone if I can't see what you look like?" Yeah. Well, that was fun to deal with, but what else? Anyway, but I appreciate you, Freddie. Thank you. Alyssa says, exactly, when I go on my podcast, I don't read every comment, so I understand. Also, Alyssa has a podcast on YouTube. If you are a wrestling fan, exactly, if you're a wrestling fan, definitely support my girl Alyssa. I came there a couple of times. I watched some of her stuff. It was interesting. I didn't know much about wrestling, but I had to sit there and support her though. Exactly, Jonathan. Back to the goddamn topic. Alyssa, if you don't read all of my comments, I'll throw a temper tantrum. That is awesome. Spike Quick says, do I know that person? No. Here's the thing, Spike Quick. That person was in my comment section on Saturday, coming in with the same problem, which I'm like, listen, I'm sorry that you're going through that. Save your money and move out. Save your money and move out. But then you come in today with the same thing. I'm like, boo. I'm not. I'm not your life coach. Like I'm really not. I will sit there and do what I can to help, but Just says, yeah, you better read my comment though. Oh, that's yeah, that's true. You are the queen, Jess. Jess is actually 100% right about that. Kyrie says, I have a slight high blood pressure. Got to go to the gym 5 days a week, especially immediately. I'm not taking no additional medication. Oh, I'm sorry that you have to, sorry that you're going through that though. AE, just don't play. Well, she's also the queen too, though. But he said, yeah, that person was clearly dramatic. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I felt bad for her, but I'm like, bro, you can, like, stop. Spike Quick said, damn, Albert, me remind, you made me remember what Jess said. What did she say? Yeah, he says, unfortunately, these platforms attractive. Yes, that's very true. But AE in the beginning, I used to get that a lot, and then I stopped. I stopped getting that, and every now and then it comes and goes. But like I said, AE is part of the game, you know. Well, Ryan, if that's the case, and I'll sit there when they start acting up, I'll just block them again. Harry says, yeah, the doctor said that because I'm young, just additional exercise, I'll be fine. That's cool. Yeah. But like I said, I'm a plug Alyssa's podcast again. So definitely support Alyssa if you are a wrestling fan. And you're coming back out again though, right, Alyssa? January sometime? Is that Trina? Yes. Also, welcome Trina. Seriously, welcome Trina. Welcome Trina to the chat. I always love seeing new faces or new people, as well as seeing my return people. AE says, "I but unfortunately these are people with too much time on their hands." Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do, right, EA? Like I said, AE. I mean, yeah, AE. I love what I do anyway. So, Alyssa, like, who feels discriminated against? You can't get to every comment. You don't always read minds, and I'm cool with that. I don't trip. I appreciate that. And yes, Alyssa, yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I knew it was January because you remember talking about it. Duan says, I missed that video you did about the Marvels. Yes, it is still out, Duan. It's still out. So yeah, definitely check it out when you get a chance, Duan. I need to start doing a little bit more reviews every now and then. Les says, I'm coming back in January around Royal Rumble season. Well, I'll be there. I'll be there, listen. AE says new are coming and with different accounts. Yeah, I haven't got that too often, AE. So, like, knock on wood. Ron says, Hobby, you can't read everyone's comment, but Phoenix Shimeen would have blocked this person from his channel ASAP. Yeah, but I like to at least give a warning, though. You know, I like to try to give a warning. Keep it fun. Spike Craig says, Alyssa, how do you feel about CM Punk back in WWE? But Freddie says, "Damn, that was the first time I've ever seen Albert block someone live in the chat." But I get it. When someone asks it out, is what it. That's what blocks them. Yeah, because Freddie, the thing is, if you don't block them, then you just cause a disruption for other people in the chat. That's what it comes down to. You know. And not every, no one else has to sit there and deal with that. It's supposed to be fun. So, yep, 18. Curry says, I miss Mr. Gray. He knew to sneak away to avoid my verbal wrath. And Mason say that little boy-headed bastard had the nerve to lie. Uh, okay. And Darby says, are you going to do a live stream for Royal Rumble Alyssa? Questions for you. Duan says, I want Wanda to come back as next big threat of Jonathan Major gets locked up. Okay, Duan, I got some bad news for you, and it's a rumor. It's a rumor, but I got some bad news for you, though. You let me know if you want to hear it, and I'll tell you. Lorby says, all right, Mason accused. Yeah, he threw her under the bus. Freddie says you shouldn't deal with that foolishness. You're right. I would have done the same thing. You got to, Freddie, because here's the thing. It's not just for me. It's for everyone else. And having someone sit there and tell you what to do, like, I want you to sit there and read my comment and not skip over it. Are you kidding me? You know who I am? Alyssa Mason, the great truth teller. All right. And this is for the members, because I don't want this to sit there and kind of drag on. There's going to be a talking point. There, we for the members, we're going to have to sit there and kind of talk out. We'll sit there and say a certain situation. I may wind up making a private video for it if I have time. But this Saturday, Spy Quick says, I don't think they deserve a block, maybe a timeout. I thought about that, Spider Quick. I did. I did. But the problem is the way that the person was coming at me. It wasn't just like this wasn't just something that they said out of pocket. And it was like, let's not time me off for today. Come back tomorrow. I knew that was going to be that situation was going to escalate. Exactly, Freddie. I was like, I don't not to sit there and try to toot my own horn, but I'm not the person to sit there and be telling what to do. Though. CW says Mason Gatlin's the boy who cried police brutality. Yeah, I was laughing my ass off when you said that. Black Phone 2. I gotta watch the first one now. Duan said, yeah, I heard this. So Duan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Good. That I don't have to sit there and say it. Alicia said, I thought I saw a rusty tear, and yeah, I'm glad you're not the only person that saw that though. Too. I thought about it, Alicia. It really depends on the situation though. Too. It depends on the situation. Some situations call for a timeout. Other ones, you just got to sit there and move them to the side. Kyrie, I'm gonna take another look at that photo because I'm wondering how many years ago was that, or is that how she looks when she's dolled up? Alyssa, that person was so rude, Albert. Like, you better read my comment or else. LOL. It's like she was. Yeah, exactly. Listen, that's one of those things where it's like, um, I knew that was just going to escalate. So I was like, let's just shut that down now. Some people I could just time out. Wow. Yeah, Ron. No, yeah. I agree with that too. Jess says she thinks she's me. Exactly, Jess, because you're the only person that can sit there and tell me what to do, since you are the queen. even though we both know who runs shit, but whatever. Eagle Fang, do you feel bad for Claire? Um, no, no, actually I don't. Oh, I put up my review too. No, I don't feel bad for Claire because I'm like, well, at some point you're 20 years old. You didn't sit there and think about maybe finding out the real reason why you thought that your parents abandoned you. Nobody says I wasn't being rude to Nathaniel. So yes. One says, what if Audra talked to you that way? Well, to be fair, Jess talks to me that way, so I was like, Jess talks to me that way and she's a 10, so it's not really that much of a difference. They're both tens. Jess gets a lot more leeway. I'll put it that way. Sure, Jess. So that question says, Albert, I'm ready to see Sam and I'm good. All right. Have a good night, Alicia. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure to see you. Freddie says, I have a feeling they're going to bring back Roger Howard as another new character. They did it so many times, Michael Easton. You know, Freddie, I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't do that. At some point, Fred, you gotta sit there and wonder, like, why are they doing that for? You know, Mel, I saw the first one. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, to be honest, but I guess I'll say the second one since I saw the first one. Yeah, Freddie, it would just be lazy writing, which is not something I'm not used to with GH. Um, Ron says I bet I had a was nine accusation against him now. Yeah, Eagle fan says Roger deserved better than what ABC has given to him since they killed off Franco, and I'm at peace with him. I'm still not watching GH. Well, Eagle thing, it's a good thing that there's three other soap operas you can watch. So that's cool. Yes, okay, let me read this comment and then I'm gonna Darby says, yes, no about Clay. Yes, I feel bad that she was lied to most of her life, but no, I don't feel bad for her because she's an adult who knows right from wrong. And yes, I can agree with that, Darby. So yeah, Saturday we're gonna talk about the stuff that happened. What's good, Justin? We're gonna talk about the stuff that happened in the last members only live stream. I gotta sit there and point this out again. If you are not a member, hit the pin comment and become a member. Okay, so I couldn't sleep last night for some odd reason, right? I wound up rewatching. I wound up rewatching that live stream for the members only. I was laughing so hard I was in tears. I think that probably would be the most intense interview I think I've ever had. I said this in my review, but Duane said those damn Newmans. It doesn't have the same ringtone. It really doesn't. It doesn't have the same ringtone, Duane. But yeah, we unfortunately I can't sit there and say what the subject matters are. But Saturday we're gonna sit there and kind of really break down some of the stuff that wound up happening last Saturday. I'll say that much. So this Saturday's live stream is gonna be something. Just says, I wish Nathaniel could come back and spill more tea. Oh, here's the thing, Jess. Yeah, no, the tea was interesting. But if you go back and you rewatch that video, just I'll put it this way. There was okay, so Justin, so you already know. You already know. Tracy Steves was good. You know, it's mighty quick. We're gonna have to talk about that too. We're gonna have to talk about that. Alyssa says Nathaniel was hilarious. I saw Savage replay last night. You know, Alyssa, I saw the same thing, and well, I rewatched it last night, and I was in tears laughing. Rest in Peace is so boring. This Eric may be dying, and everyone finding out except Zende is BS. He is family. What the F is this? You know, Ron, you in some ways you kind of have a point, and I'm so glad that you're here. Oh my goodness, Darby has been a member for like 9 months. Yeah, Albert acknowledged me. Now I can die in peace in a small home. Uh, well, Darby, seriously, on a serious note, thank you for being a member. That was still crazy. That was still crazy. You know, Alyssa, you have a point. You have a point, and we're gonna get into that on Saturday. Freddie says Cyrus clearly dropped that tray on purpose at the. Yes, Freddie. Yes, I said that in my interview. He dropped that on purpose because if you, Freddie brings up a good point. If you saw the look on Laura's face, it's like she had pity for him. You know, old man kneeling on the floor, looking all helpless. I am so glad I'm not the only person that saw that. I feel like I need a drink for this. Spike Quick says, okay, Alyssa, that's fair. I wish I had alcohol right now. I wish I had alcohol right now. Oh, I wish I had alcohol right now. Ron says, so Albert Melinda Trash hates EJ so much, it's just to hurt him. Um, you know, Ron, in her own wackadoodle way, she thinks that she's doing the baby good by not having the baby around the Damaras. Ron says Zenny is actually as much of a force as Ridge and why tell Hope. You know, Duan, you have a good point. Like Craig said, I still don't think there's any. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that on Saturday. Freddie says yes, I caught that as well as all an act. Everything Cyrus does is manipulation. That's very true. You know, Freddie, like I said, I'm glad that you caught that though. I'm glad that you caught that. Quiet guy. You mean the stuff none of us can remember because it never. Exactly. Exactly. Our memories are apparently going to come back on Saturday and Sunday, and then they're just going to disappear again. Good call. Good call, quiet guy. It was good, Gemini. Wow, these comments are coming fast as Debbie says, don't they have Aqua Dash these days? Yeah, but the problem is if I live further away from the store, then I can justify that. But I mean, my winery is literally, yeah, they do tracing, but mine's is like literally a block away. Let's actually like the love triangle because RJ barely has chemistry with anyone, and Luna is a better fit for Zenda. But Gemini says, "Damn, damn, damn, this cold as weather." Yes, I did actually go. I actually did say F it yesterday to go get my cappuccino. Spike Craig says, "Abra saving money on useful stuff, not poison." Well, I really do like alcohol. It's just, it's too close to justify me paying DoorDash to do it. Dobby said just move closer to the liquor store. I don't think I can actually move any closer. Besides, honestly, tell you too, Darby, if I actually did move, I would move from New York. I don't know, maybe Vegas. AE says CC they are expecting a cold and wet. Yes, so like Craig says, Albert, at least you admit that. Yep, Spider Craig, sometimes you just gotta be honest with yourself. Just gotta be honest with yourself. Hmm. Tracy says, do you think this something is wanting to move out for no reason or is it he or her wanting Nicholas? Oh? Oh no no oh no Tracy she want well I'm gonna have to read that again because I don't know I'm not too sure. Esme wants to move out because well yeah she wants to move out because she feels an attraction to Spencer. Johnson says, did anyone expect the Russian thing with Lois' mom to go? I kind of did. Just says, why would you move from New York? Hmm. Honestly, tell you the truth, Jess, it's expensive. I mean, I love it out here, and just most likely I'm not going to move because I have family out here. But it's expensive though, and I know a lot of other places are expensive too. But New York and LA, I got to sit there and say are probably the most expensive places to live. But I'm still probably not going to move down. You're probably right. You're probably right. Just said no, I don't think so. I rap New York all day. Alyssa, Vegas is cool. Vegas is expensive, Jess says. Yeah, I'll probably honestly tell you, I'll probably just go on vacation there. I'm probably still gonna live in New York, but I will sit there and take a vacation to Vegas next year though. I want to take a vacation to Vegas next year. Tracy says when it's cold outside, everything closes far away. Oh, well then I guess I'll be staying my ass in New York then. Never mind. Tracy says I like Vegas around Xmas time. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna take a vacation trip next year. Just says New York is expensive, but I don't think I'll leave. I know it's weird, right, Jess? Spyquake says, Albert, didn't you want? I did, but honestly, to tell you, Spyquake, I think I'll just visit UK. I don't know if I would actually want to live there though. And yes, Duan, he is leaving. He's the actor's going to be on a Netflix show. I don't think he's leaving, but he'll be on that show, Duan. Mel, it's very hard to imagine Texas being cold. Unless it says New York is expensive as Cali. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, it's weird. It's like I have a lot of reasons to leave New York, but I just don't see myself doing it. Maybe just because it's like At heart, I'm always going to be a New Yorker. Just says NY to where South Dakota sounds like a downgrade to me. Freddie says, Albert, when Dante really thought Sonny arranged Austin's murder, Sonny shook his head and said to Dante, if I kill... Exactly. Exactly, Fred, because I was tell you, that was almost like an insult. It's like, it was almost like an insult, Freddie. Like, Sonny is is much more professional than that, Freddie. Just says, but you can live outside the city and find good prices. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Nah, that's definitely the plan. But oh no, I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Freddie. Sonny isn't, but Sonny isn't sloppy though. That's what Sonny is not. Sonny's not. Sonny's not sloppy. Yes. Mel says, "Our Texas is not expensive like California, New York. Our tax is different here." Yeah, I want to visit Texas one day. Tracy says, when you go to Vegas, can you do a meetup? Absolutely. Absolutely, Tracy. Without a doubt, I'll be snitty doing a meetup. There's some places I want to sit there and go next year. Ron says Melinda Trash should just say that because she had issues and can't get a man to. I don't, Ron, maybe the first part, but the second part, I don't think that's going to make her look good. But I don't see that working out for her. Johnson says because if Sonny has someone eliminated, no one else. Exactly, Jonathan. That's why when Dante said that, I was like, are you trying to insult your dad? Gemini says Texas residents do not pay state taxes. Hmm. Tracy says always go to Vegas in December for a 2 day. For a day or two, the decorations are beautiful. Yeah, I always want to go to Vegas. Always want to go to Vegas. The only place I've ever actually been was L.A. I was in L.A. and I still want to go back one day. Freddie says how even Jason was a sloppy. Sonny trained Jason very well since Jason worked with Sonny since the late 1990s. Man, the 1990s, such a different era. It's like Freddie, you remember Blockbuster? Ron says Texas is a joke. Why is Texas a joke for? I mean, I heard that everything is bigger in Texas. Is from what I heard. Johnson says, "What is it like in LA?" It was a long time ago. I don't even. I remember it just being. The weather was really nice. Like the weather was super nice. Um, Everyone had like this look like they were going out to a club, and I think it was like during the middle of the week when I went out there, because like everyone was in their dress, like they were about to go to a party. The vibe just felt a little bit different. It's hard to explain, but White Quick says Florida is even expensive. Or is that a question? Or Freddie says, "Oh yeah, Blockbuster. I remember that, Albert. Blockbuster. Jesus Christ, Kyrie. I can't take you anywhere. You're a goddamn troublemaker. You and Jazz." Kyrie says, "Oh, the blank and blank." Well, Kyrie, I would hope for the second part. Um, I would hope for the second part. Just says Texas is cool, but I'm a city girl. Yeah, I mean that definitely be a place I would want to sit there and visit. So, oh Lord, be you okay? Yeah, you remember as well. Okay, man, that was kind of some good days though. Freddie says yes. I want to see. I want Freddie. I want to see. I want to see Cam's new girlfriend. Yes, exactly, Kyrie. Yuki. And honestly, tell you the truth, Kyrie, let's pray to the gods that she actually looks better than Joss. There, I said it. Darby says Blockbuster. That reminds me, where can I go for Blu-rays, DVDs next year? I don't really actually have a lot of DVDs. I have certain DVDs for certain reasons. Duan says, "LA, Texas is such a waste of space. I would go to Florida at least. You would get Disneyland." So, Duan, you've been to Texas before? A said, "I moved from Brooklyn to the West when I started college and never went back." Oh, you went to New Jersey? Okay. How is it in New Jersey? Ron says, "Another reason I can't watch Rinse and Repeat because they give no explanation. Look what they do to Wyatt. He is just gone. No build up to that rally. Really, the writers treated the cast like nobody." Yeah. I mean, they did that to Quinn, too. Mel says, "I'm a city girl in Texas. Fun to live here. I have lived my whole life." Well, yeah, but that's kind of confirmation bias, though. You know, it's like I live in New York. I can sit there and think it's the best. Oh, do I? You live in Texas? Or you live in Texas? Okay, well, that's a little bit different then. Johnson says, "Imagine if Cam returns and brings Yuki with him, and Josh ends up having a jealous attitude." Oh, Jonathan, why did I say it like that? Okay, I'll tell you this much though. If that happens, Jonathan, let's put it this way. If she has an attitude or she gets jealous, if chat, I'll tell you this much right now. If you thought that I was bad on Joss before, it's going to be 1,000 times worse. 1,000 times worse. Tracy says Blockbuster was hot until Netflix came out and took over. Yeah, Tracy, it was something that was very magical about going to an actual store, seeing all the DVDs, physically picking them up and being like, which one do I feel like watching? I don't know. AE says, Albert, I moved to AZ for college. I live in Vegas now. Oh, okay. Hmm. AE, so I'm assuming you like it in Vegas, right? Alyssa, LOA has gotten boring, so I wouldn't move out there if I was you. Oh no, I definitely wouldn't. I would no. Listen, no, I would go there. I would visit there. I would visit there. Just as everybody moved to Texas, it's crowded as F. Carrie says, "I didn't appreciate Victor calling and Jonah a crazy itch." Well, Carrie, that's literally what she is, though. Carrie, she is a crazy itch, and so is her dead sister. Alyssa says, "I'm about to start class in a few minutes. Have a good night, everyone." Have a good night, Alyssa. Hope I get to see you tomorrow. And definitely come to the members one. We gonna have a good talk. Freddie says when Robert almost choked on his food at the merchant court when Emma asked him how long. Yo, that was I know that was supposed to be like a little cute moment, Freddie, but I felt like that was so um it was so inappropriate. W says that's why I go to Best Buy to buy DVD. It has a calming effect on me. AE says I work in healthcare. I'm retired now. Okay. That's what I was meant to say. AE. That's what I was meant to say. Um you like living in Vegas, though? Yeah, I know, Ron. You really want to write. You really want to have a 7-year-old like Sheila. Um, Freddie says maybe dramatic, Albert. Um, I know, Ron. You really want a 7-year-old like Sheila to have a baby. I, I honestly think you and like maybe 3 people, which I don't even believe really wants Sheila to have a baby. But I feel like you're the only person who actually wants her to have a baby. Carrie says, "How dare you, Albert? Now Donna and Audra are going to get roasted like no tomorrow." Oh, I'm with it. And Kyrie's your live streaming tonight, right? You know, Spider Quick, I actually like the heat. I love the heat. Um, Sleeping in the heat is kind of hard, but I love the heat. I would I would take the hottest day over cold days any day of the week. I really would. I would take the hottest day versus cold days any day of the week. But no, seriously. You know, Jonathan was like, "What if Jocelyn gets jealous?" Like I said, if you thought that I roasted her before, you thought that I came at her before. It's going to be like no tomorrow. There's some people that's really not going to like me at that point. Mel says Albert is getting really big here in Texas, having 30 million. Oh, okay. Yeah, so like Jess said, it gets crowded. He says I like Vegas since I'm retired. Making a living here is hard. Hmm. Well, then yeah. Yeah, I got to come out there and visit one day, Eddie. That's very true, Ron. Danny Bear and Nikisha also wants a 7-year-old woman like Sheila to have a baby. You have a point. Yep. Debbie says that's what I want to see on my web on my widescreen TV, Ron. Sheila having a C-section baby on my. I'm gonna start reading that because I no. I actually want to have an appetite after this. Right quick says even Virginia is super hot. I was there for like 10 minutes in the summer at McDonald's going to. Actually, no, Spider Quick, you're not a member. Hopefully, no, you're not. It's kind of weird though too, because I actually have to sit there and look at it to sit there and see, like, by being highlighted. Darby said, "Yeah." I was like, I'm not gonna finish reading that comment. CW says, "Who the hell cares about what Jocelyn thinks or feels?" She said herself, "Over it. Over is over." Johnson says, "Have you ever had fast food at?" No, no, Jonathan, I haven't. But actually, what I want to have Chick-fil-A. That's what I actually want to have. Like Craig says, bro, Albert, I said, hopefully. Oh, okay. Ron said, Chadwick Bowl would have been for, yeah. Okay. All right, my bad. Oh, no, 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 I plan on it. I want to sit there and travel next year. So I definitely want to come to Vegas. Freddie said, this TJ Molly situation is so messy. When Christina does get in the middle, it's going to be more messy. Yeah, Molly has been pissing me off. I mean, Molly has been pissing me off for a while. Spikewick is not that serious. Um, and then the way that she was up there, And then the way she was acting today, like literally going against TJ's wishes was like, wow, really? Just says you never had Chick-fil-A. I know, I know, I know. I'm gonna get to it, Jess. I'm gonna get to it. I wanna try it. AE says Josh doesn't have many lines. She just kisses Dex. Ron says Albert and Bridget will be doctor. Ron, Ron. Why the See, there says Albert, you might want to rethink that Chick-fil-A food is salty as hell. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not good for my blood pressure. Not that I have a blood pressure problem, but or at least I don't have a blood pressure problem anymore. But I mean, see, it's not something I would sit there and eat all the time. I just want to try it at least once. Debbie says, I never liked Molly ever. It's like she is. Have a night, Freddie. Thank you for joining. It was good to see you, my friend. And I hope I get to see you next one. Harry says, I don't give memberships anymore because it gives them to random people until YouTube fixes that. Yeah, no, I appreciate that too, Kyrie's. And yeah, Kyrie's, I definitely don't want that other person getting a membership. Um, well, it's not really going to matter because I already blocked them, but still. Johnson says if Days does cast Roger as Peter, they could also bring back Cassie as Eve. Ooh, who also have history with Jack and Jennifer, and then we would have a Todd and Blair reunion on Days. Okay, I like that. I like that idea, Jonathan. I mean, I do feel some sort of way about Todd, but I think it'd be good for the fans. Ron says, how would Stephanie feel when she finds out that Chad is the she'll break up with Chad. Then she'll break up with Chad. She'll break up with Chad because Chad meddled in her life. But she won't break up with Chad because Chad won't commit to her. So how stupid is that? Nope, not Phyllis. No, Jess, no, not Phyllis. I'm talking about the other person that I had to block today, who said I was being, who said I was discriminating them because apparently that's what I do. Like, what the? No, Spider Quick, no. But that's the thing, Spider Quick. It's possible. Now, Kyrie says, Spider Quick, you should ask your parents to buy you one, to buy your membership. Oh, damn, I didn't actually have. Okay. Darby says, I will go to Las Vegas only to go to the big hotel buffets on my bucket list. Exactly. Kyrie says it's only $5 a month and it's worth it. Yes. Because like I said, that last live stream for members, which by the way, if people aren't members, click the comment in the pinned comment. I think honestly, to tell you the truth, I think I'm actually going to sit there and read. I think I'm actually going to sit there and watch that one again. I'm gonna watch it tonight when I'm cooking tonight because I'm going to be cooking tonight. I just felt like I need to, say that twice. Ron says, Robert, you know that person will use a different screen name again to access you live. I mean, Ron, they can do that, and then I'll just, the minute they start acting up, I'll just sit there and block them again. I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, at the end of the day, Ron, that's all you can really do. Follow them, watch them, and then when they act out of line, block them. Curry says, why laugh? You could at least ask. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be watching a little bit of Kyrie's live stream when I'm cooking, and then before I go to bed, which I feel like I need to get something to help me sleep tonight. Last night, I literally could not. Duan, that's right, I'm cooking. That's right, Duan, I'm cooking again. Of course, we all know why the first time I cooked on stream messed up. Why I messed up cooking the first time I streamed. That's right, Spider Quake. I'm cooking. Oh, come on, Kyrie's. You should have a little more faith. You should have a little more faith. Kyrie's, you know why I messed up cooking last time. Spider Quake says best cooking ever. That's right, Jess. And this time you're not gonna mess it up. Okay? You're not gonna mess it up this time, Jess. Mel says Albert, the writers of Days of Allah is not gonna let Chad get over Abby. And that's kind of a and then they can bring well no, it depends if she actually wants to come back. Kyrie says no, that's not true, Kyrie. And we all know why I messed up on the cooking last time. Okay? What are I? Did you have a bottle of wine tonight, Jess? How about we try that again? Cat lady! Oh dear God. Cat lady says my fire alarm just went off because I heard damn cat lady. We all know whose fault that was. Tyrese, we all know whose fault that was. Ron says, who will try to stop this wedding? My money is on broke because she's going to say, I'm not going to allow it. You know, Ron, that's actually very true. And Cat Lady came in hot. Darby said, then why can't they just allow Chad to give up Stephanie for her own good and be the hero once again instead of being selfish? Very true. Very, very true, Darby. Johnson says they could have Marcy back for one scene to show that Abby is still alive and to recast Abby when she makes her formal return. But wouldn't that confuse the audience a little bit, Jonathan? And you are strongest Ukraine. Albert I know is take charge, just shouldn't have. Well, that's actually no. That's first of all, Carries. No one makes me shook. Okay, let's just get that out the way. Justin make me shook, but because well, we all know what happened. I was trying to impress her instead of actually concentrating on cooking an amazing dish, and that's when things went awry. So just fault. Yes, God, lady, yo, Mason was like, help, help, please, please, brutality, help. I'm like, bro. I'm like, of course, Mason gotta sit there and be a dick into the end. And he says my front alarm goes off every time Josh is in the room with Dex. Oh no, I'm still badass, Kyrie. Kyrie says Albert knows badass. Albert I know owns it. The Albert Boomer boss that I know is a hero. Yeah, but people mess up from time to time. You know, when they're not focused on the right things, that's what happens. Kirby says, if you cook again on your live stream and Jess is not there, how will you blame Jess for that? Well, when I do cook again, it's going to come out right, and then I won't actually have to blame Jess. Harry says, a hero that admits you can't cook. A hero admits that you can't. Actually, I can. I can follow directions. Johnson says, not really. They could have Marcy appear, then wait a few weeks, and then when Chad finds Abigail, it'll be a new actress. I guess that can kind of work. Damn, Jess. Oh, Jess. Always being a bad girl. Mel says, I know that so many people have came back. Yeah, I mean, they could. They could. I guess it's possible, Mel. Um, Kelly says, what are you going to attempt cooking with this time? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But I'll think of it a little bit before. Make sure I got make sure I got the ingredients down packed. And then, you know, I gotta think of it though first. I gotta make sure it's a good dish and I'm actually going to like, um, and make it. So it's gonna be a good one, Cat Lady. Those damn Logans can't be trusted, Carries, except for Donna because she's hot. And of course, you got Katie Baby. Of course, you got Katie Baby, Carries. Just says, what made you want to cook again? Um, to set the record straight that I can actually cook. Yes, to set the record straight. Kelly says it's going to be a complete meal, dessert, and all. Um, I think it'll just be just a meal. Keep it simple. Oh, come on, Kyrie. She is Katie Baby. Johnson says Desperado Pearson can't be trusted either. That's true. That's very true. Cat Lady, it's going to be a good one. I'll tell you that much. I haven't decided yet. It's going to be good though. Webber says anybody who raises Albert Jr. to adulthood is a hero in my book. I seriously wish I had some alcohol. Oh, Cat Lady says simple chili dog. I think I can do a little bit better than that. Carrie says I can't wait until this. Yes. Yeah, Carrie's. Yeah. DC said that DC said that he'd be. He wants to do it as well. I um. I think yesterday I texted him when I was live streaming, so it's gonna be fun. You know, Carrie's. I wish you could have came. I wish you could have came on last Saturday. I wish you could have came on last Saturday. Duane says Katie Logan or Katie Logan versus Maxie Jones. Oh, I'm going with Katie Logan. Duane. I gotta go. I gotta go with my Katie baby. I gotta go with my Katie baby. Curry says that hopefully the following week, me, you, and Danny Bear. Yes, I would have. We would have. We would have. Well, I wanted to do a collab with her last week, but she was under the weather though. So, but yes, I definitely want to do that as well. Definitely want to do that as well. So we're gonna make that happen. I'll make that happen. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I love Days of Our Lives. I really do. I don't feel bad for. I don't feel bad for. No, 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 no. When Jesus Christ, that's so annoying. Well, Kyrie says Katie will never be as pretty as Maxie. Yeah, because she's prettier. Because she's prettier, Kyrie's. Yes, A. No, that's no. Danny Bear's my girl. Danny Bear's my homegirl. Danny Bear's my homegirl. So, AE, I love doing videos with her. Danny Bear's my homegirl. Oof, I was actually a fan of my voice. Um, just weird. Danny Bear's the homie. Okay, Kyrie says Katie definitely can compete with Ann Jordan. Ann Jordan looks better than Katie and Maxie put together. Kyrie, I need to ask you a question though about that. When you sent me that picture, how many years ago was that? Like, was that a couple of years ago of a picture, or was that or like how recent ago was that? Because don't get me wrong. Um, oh, you know what, Darby? I feel like I feel Darby. I feel like for some odd reason that's such a controversial question. To be fair, Darby, I never seen Trina fight, and as much crap as I give Jocelyn, she can hold her own. I give her a lot of props. Like I said, the first time I actually had any respect for Jocelyn is when she beat Now. Yes, I'm wondering about when. Oh no, no, I would sit there and say Jocelyn, but we never seen Trina throw her hands down. So I love how you put that in all cap letters too. I didn't say fight. Yeah, exactly what I said, Jess. Well, okay, if we're talking about like who's hotter, I would say Joss. Like Joss is a 7.5, and Trina's a 7. So I'll put it that way. Trina's a 7, Jocelyn's a 7.5. But Diane's actually higher than both of them. So Mel says I would have seen Nicole fight and she would take down Melinda and Sloan. Hmm. I'm gonna have to take your word for it because you've been watching it longer than me. All I know about Nicole from her past is that she used to be um, an adult star named Misty Circles. I think that was her name. That's what she went by. Carrie says, and Jordan and Stella are eight. See, when you start doing things like that, is this is where I have to sit there and start questioning certain judgment when it comes towards hotness of women. This is Darby says, so you're one of those, and you need glasses along with Kyrie's. No, the hell I don't, Darby. My eyes and my judgment is perfectly fine. Thank you for asking. Johnson says, when the secret about the baby is revealed, who will divorce first, Eric and Sloan or EJ and Nicole? Eric and Sloan, without a doubt, Jonathan. Eric and Sloan. He's going to leave Sloan in the dust. Harry says, and Jordan looks better than Carly, and Carly is gorgeous. But see, here's the thing, Kyrie's. Maybe I don't know. I don't know when those pictures was taken. See, that's the problem with the Ann Jordan thing. Like Ann Jordan, if that is an older picture from like years ago, then I would sit there and say Ann Jordan. I don't know about like how she looks now. It depends if they, you know what? To be fair, how Lee looks on the show as opposed to how they actually doll her up is a lot different. Because Lee on the show is like, whatever. Lee with like hair and makeup and like really dolled up is a lot different. Johnson says, and Eric will rush to Nicole. Yeah, like he always does. Like he always does. You know, I said in my video today, issues, like the issues with Xander and Sarah are still issues, right? Like people want Sarah and Xander to be together because it's fantasy, which is fine. But the issues that broke them up is always going to break them up. And there's no escaping that because Xander is always going to be Xander. Sarah is somewhat judgmental, and Xander's the type of person that will sit there and push whoever he is with their limits. Harry says, exactly, are purposely dressing her down to make her look crazy. Hmm. You know, Duan, I'm gonna go with Lee. I'm gonna go with Lee, Duan, because I've seen how she looks when she's dressed up. Though Carrie says, but who we talk? Okay, who we talking about that actually have perfect tatas? We'll say if we're talking about in Jordan, then yes. Carrie says when you get to a certain age, Aubrey, you find that you see better with glasses on and to not to make mistakes like you're doing now. Okay. But do I know? I would sit there and say Lee. Eric and Nicole are each other's loves. Are their lives? You don't want that to be true. It's not that I don't want that to be true, Mel. They have issues that is never going to be resolved. Eric, in some ways, is always going to sit there and look down to Nicole. That's just the bottom line. But I know you like them, your favorite couple, and okay. Oh, then yeah, Kyrie said, and I agree. Well, then yeah, her, yes, I agree with that, Kyrie's. Eddie said Colleen was a huge star on As the World Turns. Yes. Um, yeah, that was the big thing. AE. When she got on the show, people were like really happy and stuff like that because she was such a major star on the last soap opera that she was on. I mean, the thing is with Eric and Nicole is that their issues aren't as bad as Xander and Sarah, but it's like they're two completely different people. You know, Debbie says Eric B makes me so mad. He always chases after her, and when he gets her, he finds the dumbest reason to break up with her over and over again. And the people who love them allow them to do so. Love them to do so. Yes, 20 years ago. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Darby. I mean, like I said, that's the thing about some couples on the show. And granted, they're not as bad as they're not as bad as Xander and Sarah, but Harry says the only thing Android could have done better was cut Nick twice. Oh yeah, Harry's because Nick is the devil. Um, I'm not even gonna get it. I will sit there and say that it was exciting. For 3 to 4 days, it was exciting. But me, Carries. Nick is my guy. Um, my dude. Justice says I remember when they showed a flashback to Eric meeting Nicole back when. Yes, I remember that too. It was weird. I thought it was really weird to be honest. It was like why would they choose that time when you had a different actor? Like why go back? Why even pick that particular scene? Oh, that's good. Now Carrie says the only thing Nick has going for him is no Logan blood. Yeah, that's true, Kyrie, because we got Logan blood in you. It's already downhill for the rest of your life. Debbie says I want to see Nick go to the gym now and spar with old man Victor. Great Victor Newman. Well, I'm gonna end the live stream here. Get started on my cooking. But Kyrie's is actually going to be live streaming tonight at 10 o'clock. So definitely, definitely, definitely support my guy Kyrie's. Go to his live stream. He's going to be, um, I'm going to be there while I'm cooking in the background. Yes, definitely join my guy Kyrie's at 10 o'clock. Johnson says, our Desperado Pearson blood. It's actually very true. It's actually very true, Jonathan. Once you have Logan blood in you, your life just your life just goes downhill at that point. Let's just be honest. Oh, Janet, damn, I actually feel bad. Here, better late than never. That's very true, Janet. Maybe since we didn't talk a lot about soaps today, Albert. Hmm. Yeah, Janet actually was good today. It was. Darby says, hello, Janet. Good night, Janet. But yes, no, Janet, it was actually good. Thank you. Thank you for coming on for a little bit, though. Now, I appreciate that. I feel bad that I leaving once you just came in. But yes, have a good night, Jonathan. Join us next time for another edition of So Chop with Ivan Bostic. Thank you, my friend. You have a great night. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Kyrese. Have a good night, AE. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. Have a good night, Quiet Guy. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Melly Mel, my heart queen. Have a good night, Janet. It's always a pleasure to see you. Have a good night, Laura B. Thank you again for joining. Yes, like I said, my guy Kyrie is live streaming in like 2 minutes. So definitely join him. That is very true. That's a fact. Anytime that Janet is in the chat, it is always a good time. It is an amazing time. Because she's an amazing woman. So yes, have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I will see y'all in the next live stream. Laters.